Welcome back to the Morning Blend. You know, we've all been there. We're rushing through our meals, barely tasting our food and hardly noticing when we're full. But what if we could slow down, be present, and actually enjoy the experience of eating? That's the idea behind mindful eating, a practice that's all about bringing awareness to what we're eating and how we're eating it. By paying attention to our senses, taking our time, and listening to our bodies, we can improve our relationship with food and make healthier choices along the way. So here are 3 quick tips to try today. Number 1, slow down. Take time to notice the colors, textures, and flavors of your food. Try putting your fork or spoon down in between bites to help with this. Tip number 2, pay attention to your body. See if you notice when you start to feel full and honor those hunger cues. And tip number 3 is try to minimize distractions. Eat in a calm, distraction-free environment. So next time you sit down to eat, take a deep breath, put away the distractions, and focus on the delicious, nourishing food in front of you. Your body and mind will thank you. Regular stretching can of course help flexibility, but did you know it can also improve overall health? Here to tell us more and walk us through some daily at-home moves you can do is Logan Yost, the lead flexologist from Stretch Lab. Welcome, Logan.
Hi, thank you.
Well, I'm so excited to kind of learn a little bit more about how stretching can not only help our day-to-day life, but also what some basic things that we can start doing today are.
Absolutely.
So let's get started. What would you say is kind of the number 1 move that someone should be doing at home?
For a lot of people, especially as people are transitioning into kind of this work at home sort of stage, a lot of people are sitting a lot. So that being said, a lot of people need to stretch their hips. So
yes.
The main thing is going to be hamstrings, hip flexors. Those are the 2 biggest things, and then probably lower back after that.
Okay, so what should we do for those? Because I know I'm definitely guilty of that.
So one easy one you can do for hamstrings is you can kind of stick one leg out in front of you.
Okay.
And then lean your butt back.
Okay.
And as you push your butt back farther and lean farther forward, you should start to feel the stretch into your hamstrings and calves.
And how long should you hold this?
About 30 seconds. This is a good way to kind of break up your day, just to get you standing first and then also stretching after that too.
How often should people be stretching?
It's good if you're sitting for multiple hours a day to stand up at least once an hour, just to move around a little bit and make sure things are staying loose.
Okay, great. Well, I do feel looser already. So what would be the next thing to try?
Another good one, like I said, for the low back would be a rotational exercise.
Okay.
So that's one people don't do as they're just sitting straight forward a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. So it's good to take the arms out to the side, and this one you should feel all up along your side into your back. Yeah, good.
Feels really good. And then how long do you hold this?
Same thing, 30 seconds, and then you would do one on the other side as well.
Okay, so for the sake of time, we can go ahead
yes.
and switch over
Absolutely.
a little bit. All right, now how long should people be spending on stretching in total?
A good stretching routine, excuse me, should actually only be about 10 minutes long. Anything more than that, and you're going to start to get a little bit repetitive. So 10 minutes is kind of the sweet spot.
Okay, great. All right, so we've gotten our low back stretched out. What's next?
So now we'll do one for the upper body. A lot of the times people are kind of hunched forward at their desks as well. So this is a good one just to open up the chest, shoulders, and the arms a little bit. Okay. So we're going to take one arm overhead, and then you're just going to pull the elbow straight to the side.
That feels good.
And you should feel this back of the arm, and then once again down along the side there.
Wonderful. All right, well, I got to finish my left arm just so I make sure that I'm nice and balanced. Well, where can people go to learn more, or where are your locations?
Our locations, we have one in Marana in the Arizona Pavilions, and then we have one in the Catalina Foothills on Sunrise and Swan.
Okay, great. And you have different memberships available?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Logan. I've definitely learned a little bit more today, and I like these 3 different stretches. I know I'm going to try to do them.
Awesome.
If you want to learn more, you can head to Stretch Lab. You can go in person to their Marana location, or you can go visit them at Swan and Sunrise. You might remember that earlier in the show, we highlighted the school lunch struggle that many parents and children face. But the lunchtime struggle is kind of just real in general, even for adults. Do you often find yourself spending too much money on expensive takeout or fast food at lunchtime? Have you tried bringing your lunch but find you just run out of time in the mornings? Well, bringing your own lunch to work has many benefits. Not only does it save you money, but it also allows you to control the portion size and the nutrient value of your meals. Plus, bringing your own lunch can be a fun way to get creative in the kitchen and try out new recipes. So here are 3 delicious and nutritious options to help inspire you to maybe try bringing your lunch this week. First up, we have a grilled chicken and veggie wrap. You can also make this with sliced cheese or turkey. It's a tasty and convenient option that you can also make ahead of time, plus it's packed with protein and fiber. For a lighter option, you can try a quinoa and veggie salad. This is a flavorful dish that is a great source of plant-based protein and healthy carbs. You can also make a big batch of the quinoa earlier in the week, so you can also use it for some dinners in the evening. And for a fun and easy option, pack a bento box with turkey and cheese roll-ups, veggies, and fruit. This is a balanced meal that will help keep you satisfied all afternoon. So there you have it, 3 healthy lunch options to bring to work and say goodbye to expensive takeout and hello to delicious and nutritious meals made right at home. The sport of running is not only good for your physical and mental health, but the people at Run Tucson also believe that it can help make our communities a better place to live. And I, for one, absolutely agree. Here to tell us more about Run Tucson and their upcoming race is Randy, the race director.
Hello.
Hello, and also a marathon runner that has a finish time of 2 hours and 19 minutes, which I don't know if any of you are familiar with running, but that is a pretty unique time. So Randy, as a fellow runner, I have to ask you, what has that been like in your running career?
Oh my gosh. You know, I ran 2:19 with another fellow in town, a guy named Greg Wenneborg, who times our races, and he was out at a high school track meet timing. Greg was a very good runner. We ran in the Olympic Marathon Trials in '96, so before everyone watching this was born practically. So it's a good calling card. Yeah. Although I'll tell you, my son is running high school track now. He's at South Point. And he comes to me the other week and he goes, "Dad, you know, I thought you were a good runner, and now I realize you're just you." I'm like, oh, crushed
you're just my
by
dad.
yeah. But he's like, I used to think you were good. Now I'm looking at all the times. But anyway, you've run 5 marathons. Actually, it's awesome.
I've run a handful of marathons, and what I love about running, and what I think speaks to the fact that you ran that time all those years ago, and now you're still running, is that a lot of people think that running, you can do it for a short amount of time, but there's not much longevity to it.
Yeah.
And that you can kind of get injured, or you can kind of, it's not so good for your body. Right. But actually, if you do it correctly, you can do it your whole life.
That's why we put on these events. We call them runs and walks. So this one, TMC, Earth Day 5K at the Biosphere, run and walk, because you can run, you can walk, you can, what I've been doing lately, run about a mile, walk a couple minutes, take a nap, run another mile, walk a couple minutes. We have no ending time, and I think you're right. Running is running and run walking. It's for all of us who are able, and we have plenty of athletes who are visually impaired out at the Biosphere event. We have Team Hoyt, where they push athletes who aren't able to run themselves.
Wow.
So we try to make these events available for anybody.
Well, and can you tell me a little bit more about the race on April 22nd? Because it's got a really unique location.
Yeah, we're up at the Biosphere 2 up in Oracle. One of the beautiful, most scenic parts of the Tucson area, southern Arizona, with the great science exhibits behind it. In the backdrop of where we run. Everyone gets a free entrance to Biosphere 2. We're raising funds, raising funds for their Ocean Reef Lab. It's a great opportunity to get up there.
And is this put on at all with U of A? Because I know that they're involved in Biosphere 2.
So the U of A is the now owner of the Biosphere 2. So the Biosphere 2 research and all of the good things they do is run through the University of Arizona. I teach at the U of A, so I'm really happy to be sort of bring fitness to another element of the U of A.
And when you're actually running this route, do you go through part of Biosphere 2? Okay.
No. That would be cool,
I can't imagine
right?
how that would work, though, with the doors open and things.
You got to open the doors,
Yeah.
you go through the rainforest, and we could do a triathlon. In
I don't know. That would kind of mess up the Biosphere itself.
No.
But
No, it's on the grounds. And what I
Okay.
love about the grounds, and I had never known it until we started putting races on there a couple of years ago, there's all these roadways behind what you see in public. So up on a ridge line, you see the north side of the Catalinas. I've run out there, I've seen wild turkeys and horses and cows, javelinas, coyotes, rattlesnakes, and it's just awesome out there.
Yeah. Well, and it's a great chance to come out. It's on Earth Day. Where can people go to register?
Our registration link can be found off of our website, runtucson.net, and that links you to the registration portal. Registration goes until Saturday, the 22nd. You can register in person at the running shop over on Campbell near Glen. So yeah, we'll get you hooked up if you want to do it.
And it's so true what you were saying about the run walk. I always think that I used to think of it as my commute when COVID happened and we were all working from home. If I could just get out for 10, 20, 30 minutes a day, it's better than nothing. And even just starting with a few steps, you know, even if you can't run, if you just want to get out and walk, it's still so good for you and physically, mentally, a community of people. So it sounds like a great event to me. Anything else you want to share with our viewers?
Well, we're happy. We have on our website, I hadn't thought about this until now, but we have some free 5K training plans. And so if people want to get ready to do a 5K and you're used to walking, maybe meet me at Maynard's on Monday nights, or meet me Wednesdays at St. Philip's on Wednesdays, and you can walk a couple of few miles and you want to run or run walk, we'll be happy to hook you up.
Well, thank you so much for joining us out here today, Randy, and telling us more about the event. We hope to see you out there. It's going to be April 22nd. You can find out more at runtucson.net. Old Pueblo Women's Club is an organization that's been around since the 1980s that promotes social, educational, and charitable activities here in Southern Arizona. And guess what? They want you to join. Here to tell us more about their organization and how you can get involved, we have their president, Claudia, and their publicity director, Angela. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Well,
thanks for having us.
Absolutely, it's our pleasure. You know, can you tell us a little bit more about the club overall and what you all do?
There's like over 20 activities, plus our monthly luncheons. It's just a lot of fun.
We have,
you
we
know?
have book clubs, hiking, walking,
mahjong,
pub quiz, bingo, canasta. We actually have a group that meets to talk about serious issues.
Wow.
Meet and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
And anyone who has an idea of something to do that we don't do, they're welcome to start it.
How nice. And you mentioned some of the charities. Could you tell me a little bit more about how it benefits the charities?
Well, this year, 2023, we have Sister Jose, which we've had for a couple years, which is a great organization. And now we're voting on 2 more for next year. So we haven't decided yet.
Yeah. So we have a bake sale at Christmas time, and we have a charity raffle in March at our fashion show. And then throughout the year there are giving baskets and people are asked to donate and everything, so that our donation to Sister Jose at the end of this year will be actually several $1,000s.
Wonderful. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
and it does sound like a
wonderful.
lot of fun because you mentioned some luncheons. So along with this long list of activities, there's also, is it a quarterly luncheon or a monthly luncheon?
It's a monthly luncheon, and we meet at a lot of the nice resorts or at a really nice restaurant. And then we also have a speaker, you know, somebody that's local from, you know, U of A or other organizations, and it's very, very interesting.
And who's able to get involved? Who's it open to?
It's open to everyone, whether they're part-time residents or full-time residents, they're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can someone join, or how can someone learn a little bit more?
The easiest way to reach us, if they don't know anyone in the club already, would be to contact us through email. And that is Old Pueblo Women's Club, all one word, at yahoo.com.
Okay.
And then we have brochures out at some of the stores, like Chico's, and I don't know where else there, because that's not my, you know, I don't do that. But yeah, you can just fill that out, send it in, and you know, become a member.
And start enjoying these
And
fabulous
start
events.
enjoying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Giving
if-
back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, you heard it here. If you are interested in joining the club, you want to learn more, get involved, go to Old
Yes.
Pueblo Women's Club.
Please join. It's a lot of fun.
You heard it from her. It sounds like a lot of fun. I want to join. At yahoo.com. Thank you both.
Yeah, thank
you.
you.
That club sounds like so much fun. I would definitely join the hiking club, maybe even start a cupcake club or a cooking club. I don't know. The possibilities are endless.